Aaron Matthews first met Peter at 22. He was a grinning college senior in a crisp navy blazer, debating constitutional law in the student union. She was an art history major, eyes bright for Renaissance painting. Their first coffee date blossomed into a whirlwind romance. Within 2 years, they married in a sunlit chapel surrounded by friends and family. They rented a small craftsman in suburban Portland, where Aaron painted in a studio nook and Peter completed his master's in criminal justice. They dreamed of a happy family, 2 children, a golden retriever, and beach vacations. Their love was idealized on Instagram: sun-kissed selfies, home-cooked dinners, weekend hikes. Behind the lens, Aaron sensed a restlessness in Peter. He spent late nights at study groups, declined brunches with her parents, and guarded his phone. But he was charming, his laugh easy, his kisses tender. When Aaron asked, he smiled and said he was working on a thesis and volunteer tutoring. She believed him. 3 years into marriage, Peter graduated and joined the federal agency's trainee program. The spoke of national security, of serving the country, but kept his precise role vague. Aaron supported him. She embroidered his agency patch on his duffel and baked cookies for his cohort. Then the late-night meetings began. At 2 a.m., Peter kissed her cheek and whispered, "I'll be back soon," before slipping out. His phone went to voicemail. She would lie awake until dawn, worrying over his whispered assurances that everything's fine. One Thursday, Aaron returned from work to find their front door unlocked and his laptop missing. A terse note read, "Emergency deployment. Do not call. P." Panic gripped her. She stayed with friends, haunted by the empty house and rogue note. Aaron confronted Peter at breakfast. He downplayed everything. "Undercover op, classified, cannot tell you details." Yet his gaze darted away. Aaron's trust faltered. Over the next weeks, she noticed oddities, cryptic texts that vanished before she could read them, a second burner phone ringing in his office drawer, a suspicious wire transfer of their savings to an unrecognizable account. Her heart ached. She confided in her sister, Grace, who had long worried about Aaron's emotional well-being. "Maybe he's cheating," Grace suggested gently, placing a hand over Aaron's. Aaron's chest tightened at the word, but she could not discount it. Aaron swallowed pride and hired a private detective, Marcus Hale, discreetly recommended by a colleague. Marcus delivered a thick folder in a quiet cafe. Inside, surveillance photos of Peter meeting a woman in a downtown hotel lobby, timestamps matching his late-night meetings. Bank statements confirmed multiple withdrawals and deposits. Aaron's vision blurred. The detective's final note read, "Mr. Matthews also transferred proprietary agency documents, reports you are not cleared to see, to an unknown server." She buried her face in her hands, ashamed and enraged. The man sworn to protect her had deceived her on every level, emotionally, financially, legally. That evening, Aaron served Peter divorce papers on the kitchen counter. The moment cracked like glass. He looked at the folder, blinked in shock, then fury. "You have no right," he spat. "I'm doing this for us, for your safety." Aaron's throat was constricted. "You lied about everything. I deserve the truth. I am protecting myself now." Peter's shoulders slumped. "You'll regret this." Within days, Erin moved back in with her embittered parents. Her father, a retired judge, offered legal counsel. Her mother offered solace. Erin sobbed into their arms, her marriage in tatters, her home empty, her heart bruised. In retaliation, Peter's handler, Agent Isabella Ramirez, leaked classified evidence framing Erin's brother, Michael, for money laundering. Unknown to Erin, Michael managed finances for her parents' small bakery. Overnight, Michael's bank accounts froze. His reputation, and the bakery's, stood on the brink. Erin's world imploded. She watched her brother's name blasted in tabloids and heard whispers at church. She must be desperate to hire a PI and divorce her husband. Grace collapsed into tears. Fueled by guilt and rage, Erin vowed to clear Michael's name, even if it meant confronting Peter's agency. As Erin organized Michael's defense, Peter immersed himself in the undercover assignment, collecting intel on a cartel threatening U.S. waters, with overfishing and weapons smuggling. At times, he returned home for mere hours before disappearing. Erin's parents distrusted him. At a tense Christmas dinner, her father slammed the table. "You've destroyed this family!" Michael glared at his sister. "Why drag me through this hell?" Erin's voice shook. "Because I can't let him break you." Her mother wept. "Erin, please be careful. You are all I have." Peter's mission grew murky. Agent Ramirez ordered him to plant surveillance devices in Erin's parents' home, alleging they held cartel sympathizers. Peter hesitated but followed orders. Loyalty to country overshadowed loyalty to wife. He rationalized, "I'm protecting Erin, protecting the mission." Yet each lie narrowed his soul. He began meeting the cartel contact, El Tiburon, to feed him disinformation in exchange for intel on the cartel's smuggling routes. Back at Tide Tech, Erin's legal counsel discovered a pattern. Documents Peter had taken from the agency servers aligned with cartel interests. They joined forces with the FBI's internal affairs. Erin and Michael attended a magistrate hearing. Evidence against Michael unraveled under cross-examination as Erin presented a timeline of Ramirez's leaks. The judge dismissed all charges. Michael embraced Erin, shaking tears. Moments later, Erin received a text from Peter. "Meet me at the harbor at midnight." She arrived to find him battered, physically and morally. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I lost sight of why I started this." Erin's anger flared. "You lied! You attacked my family! Why should I believe anything you say now?" He showed her classified documents, proof that the cartel had threatened Erin's life. Ramirez withheld info to push Peter deeper undercover. Erin felt her heart twist. He had protected her, but at grave cost. Erin confronted Agent Ramirez at headquarters, documenting her complicity in framing Michael and manipulating Peter. Ramirez attempted to justify her actions as necessary for national security. Erin produced recordings from Peter's covert wearable, Ramirez's admissions. The agency launched an internal investigation. Ramirez was suspended. Peter, cleared of wrongdoing, faced demotion, but was allowed to testify before Congress. Erin watched him stand at the hearing podium. "I compromised my marriage and my morals under orders. I betrayed the woman I love. I accept responsibility." The hearing concluded with commendations for Peter's bravery and a mandate for reforms in undercover operations. With the truth revealed, Erin and Peter faced their broken marriage. Peter apologized to Michael and Erin's parents, attending therapy sessions with Erin's family. Grace, now studying psychology, supported them in family counseling. Michael reopened the bakery and hosted a grand reopening with free pastries. Allison Carter, from earlier stories, called Erin with congratulations and advice on rebuilding trust. Erin realized forgiveness took time, but was possible. One evening, Erin and Peter walked along the coastal cliffs. Waves crashed below, relentless, cleansing. He reached for her hand. "I love you. I will spend every day earning back your trust." Erin exhaled, tears glistening. "Show me. Then we will see if this marriage can be saved." They embraced, hearts fragile yet hopeful. A year later, Erin and Peter stood before their friends and family at a small vow renewal ceremony in that same riverside chapel. Michael groomsman, Grace maid of honor, her parents beaming. Peter's agency allowed him to attend. Erin recited new vows, promises of honesty, communication, and shared purpose. Peter vowed transparency and protection. As they kissed, the harbor bells tolled. Collateral damage remained. Scars of betrayal lingered. Memories of lawsuits and espionage haunted their dreams. Yet the community's embrace and family unity, rebuilt from the wreckage, proved resilience stronger than deceit. In the coming years, Peter left undercover work for community-oriented federal outreach. Erin led a nonprofit tech incubator. They welcomed a second child, another step toward redemption. Their story, once marred by lies and ruin, became a testament. Love can survive collateral damage when truth and trust lead the way.